Good morning, folks. I hope you're all doing well. Been a while since I've had this. Side door back open. Don't know why I lit the log burner. Don't really need it. Habit, I guess. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video with no words yesterday. Not sure what motivated me to do that, but just something different. It's good. Got to keep interested doing the videos and stuff. I'd like to get a bit more cinematic with them like I used to do, but honestly been like so busy since I've been here. It's quite mad. It's hard to find time and remember to actually turn the bloody camera on. I keep coming up with ideas and building things and all sorts. Oh, it's brilliant. I love this. It's definitely become apparent that after this, land needs to be a thing. You know, even just to make like a base camp somewhere that we can go back to if if need be. I can't imagine there's going to be things like this happening all the time, but you don't know what's going to happen, do you? It's good to have that base, but still have the van so that you can travel and, you know, do all that kind of thing as well. It's like the perfect balance. It's always been in the back of my mind, like I've always known that's the end goal, is to have some land somewhere. Probably not in this country, if I'm honest. There's only so much UK that I can take, so I'll probably look at buying land somewhere else. But again, now we've got all this Brexit thing that has been pushed under the rug, hasn't it? But I don't know how that's going to affect things. Probably be a pain in the arse, have to get visas and all that shite, but oh well. Figure it out. Oh god, the video comments are just hilarious. I'm sorry I'm not replying to everyone, but I go on it and there's just a dick. And just the first thing I look at is just some dick, and it puts me off. And you know, I'd sooner be building stuff or doing other things than sitting on my phone scrolling through people saying I look homeless. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it doesn't bother me. I think it's hilarious. I've seen things popping up about comments disappearing and stuff. And yeah, you're damn right. Like, if people are being dicks, I just instant ban them. I don't give a shit. You know, why should I? I don't have to bloody spend my time reading that bollocks. And if you want to talk about free speech, fire away, but you'll be tarping into the abyss of nothingness. If you want to bitch and whine at people on the internet, then start your own channel, start making your own videos, do it on there. Seen a few people making videos about us and having a good whinge. You know who you are. I've seen them. Fucking hilarious. Oh god. Internet, eh? What a mess. However, these people are most definitely the minority, and yeah, I do appreciate all the good feedback from everyone. I'm glad you're enjoying following us along on this little homestead journey in a field. Yesterday, so I pulled that cage out of the bushes. Latest and greatest idea is we would like to try and get hold of some chickens. Going to try and extend that thing. Found a load of wire mesh in the bush, make it into a bit of a chicken coop, and then we get free eggs every day. So that was the thinking behind that. But we just need to try and obviously source some. So most of the places we've looked aren't like the ex-battery ones. They're not selling them at the minute because obviously. So we just need to try and get hold of some. Hopefully be able to get 4. Then we get an egg each every day. Just thought it'd be a good idea, because you know, realistically we don't know how long we're going to be here, do we? So anything that we can do to avoid going to the shops, we're going to do. To answer a few questions that have been popping up, I keep seeing that white Vauxhall that's parked in this circle isn't anybody's van. Well, it is, but it's a scrap van. It's basically used as a shed. So the reason we set the camp up here is because that one acts like a windbreak. The reason Marie's parked behind and not there is because like we all sit in this communal camp area, and then her van would block the view, so it'd feel a bit enclosed. But she's fine there. We've got her all levelled up and stuff. Still part of the camp, you know, not being left out. Other questions? I keep getting the same ones popping up on videos, and I can't remember. I answered them as well, but people seem to keep reposting. So the old man, not an old man at all. Yeah, that's the chap who's let us stay here, the landowner. So, like I say, I'm not going to force the camera upon people who aren't comfortable with it. To be fair, you don't seem to mind that much anyway. But yeah, so that's who that is. Yes, we have a fresh drinking water tap inside the barn. So obviously that's where we're getting our water from now. As for us, we're now out of our quarantine, so you know we can mingle and not worry so much, which is nice. Because as far as we're concerned, you know, yeah, they're separate vans, but we basically treat them like separate bedrooms. We're in the same household. That's the way that we've sort of approached this, because otherwise it'd just be shit, to be honest. But you know, we're still taking precautions, washing hands, that kind of thing, but not being so paranoid, because I mean at the end of the day we've all sort of done our bit and made sure we're good, and we've had over 2 weeks of quarantine minus the drive back, but it's been over a week since that as well, like a further 7 days, and no one's got ill. So you know, going by the government guidelines, we're doing it right. Yeah, and the chap here is also taking things very seriously and isolating and, you know, doing all that. So I think we're good. I don't really need to go anywhere. If we can sort out food here, I mean, this vegetable situation, my water ones aren't really going as well as I'd hoped. It was more of an experiment. Yeah, I mean, I think it's because it's not organic stuff. It's the only explanation, because I've done everything as it's said to do onto web, and things aren't really growing properly. Like the lettuce has grown a bit and then just halted now. So I don't know. I've even put them in little mini greenhouses with plastic over the top to try and help. But yeah, it's not really working. We do have some seeds. We're a bit out of date, but we're gonna give it a go. I mean, that soil that I've got, I think it'll be okay. I got it from in the hedgerows further down the fields. I didn't just take it off the field, because obviously that's going to be full of all sorts of crap, isn't it, from the agriculture. Because this was a wheat field, so it would have had, you know, God knows what sprayed on it. I don't really know a lot about farming. So I've made these little pots up. I'm going to cut a couple of plastic bottles and make some seed tunnels. See if we can get a few seeds to sprout, because we've got various bits and bobs. So just give it a go, really. You know, I'm not an expert gardener. Don't really know what I'm doing. Don't have access to compost without going to a garden centre, and you know, don't really want to do that if I can help it. So just giving it a go, really. Shout out to the Boondockers and all the other people that have made a Frankenstove 2.0. Oh, it's brilliant. That thing is awesome. We're using that every day. It works fantastic. Probably going to try and make an oven next, because there's still quite a few bricks left over. Probably keep the campfire and stuff as it is now, and see if we can make like a bit of an oven thing. I'll have a look on internet, see what ideas we can find. One good thing we do have is the soil around here. Not great for growing, but it's so full of clay, you know, we can mix it up and make it into a bit of a slop and use it for building. Probably going to pull that Frankenstove apart again and seal up all the cracks with some kind of mud paste. I'm anticipating comments on the axe handle. Really pissed off about that. I mean, breaking it was one thing. I've had that thing for years. I found that in a bush when I was about 12, and it's lasted this long. When I was fixing it, I realised that the blade was split. It's got a crack in it, so that's why I just put those temporary bolts in for the time being, because I didn't want to, you know, hammer down some proper pins if I've got to take it off and weld it. So I'm well happy with how the handle turned out though. But yeah, little update for you. I'm not sure what we're going to do today, but whatever I do, you'll be coming along for it. So if you haven't seen already, I'll give you a little virtual tour of the camp. So, step out of my bedroom. Got my little seating area there. Wood cutting. Awning. That's the little chicken run thing I was on about. Got the fire. Got the cooker. Got the breakfast bar. There's CJ's van. And Marie just behind there. Got the failed greenhouses just there. Got Lance just there. And then we got axe throwing, which we were pissing around with yesterday. And a shooting range. What's the matter? And there's the van that everyone seems to have a problem with. It's literally just a shed. So, also a backrest for the bench. So yeah, there you go. That is camp. Oh, signing up for the... You should be wearing proper footwear in a workshop.
Or wait for... Come on mate, had a battery explode.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Boom.
I'll have to take my sunglasses off. Get a minute.
Yeah.
Got a bit of sparkage come off it then.
Really?
Mm.
I'm pretty sure it's got,
Oh.
yeah, it's got some sort of parasitic drain in it somewhere as well.
Let me, hang on. That's why. Hold on. The springs come loose on this thing, so it wasn't clamping properly.
God damn it.
This is how adapted we are. CJ's washing his clothes in a bucket. I'm doing the washing up outside. Marie's
still chopping wood.
Whacking some wood.
I'm good at it now.
No, don't do that! You'll get it in your eye!
To see from the moment we arrived. Cornelia, you are one who will survive. When time's been bad, you put smiles on everyone. Of you and of all I should have done. It don't mean a thing what shape or form that you're in, the place you're from, the wealth or the color of your skin, and all you have burns to the sky. It's all too late. You wonder why, your every day is a struggle and a strife. But don't you agree? With beating hearts, we're still alive.
Right, folks, that is it for another day in camp. Did do a bit of carving and stuff earlier though, because I needed a soap holder, and that sort of developed into a communal carving session. But that's what I've got. Just a little thing made out of oak. Just to hold the soap. I oiled it. So I got that. I actually made a hammer, my wood chisel, out of oak as well. Also improved the incense thing a little bit. Made it a bit better. But yeah, I love this. I genuinely love this life of if you need something you can't buy it, so you just make it. It's brilliant. I live for this. Air rifle is turning up in the morning, so should be good. Yeah, it's quicker than I thought actually. They said 3 weeks delivery. It's only been about 4 or 5 days. So, right, so I think I'll just call it there. Got to be up early tomorrow to receive that parcel. So yeah, I shall see you all then, folks. Catch you in a bit.